Alright, welcome back to some more Vintage Cube. Got some evening cube going on. Usually stream in the morning, but I did stream in the morning today. Then the power went out and cut off the stream, but it's back now. I went ahead and finished the league that I had started in the morning. I didn't want to start streaming again and have the power go out again, so I just kind of played the games. The deck was pretty bad. Uh, went 1-2 with it. I think I probably could have won the first match, but the power went out. I disconnected, and then I didn't really have time to finish the third game. So it was a bit of a wash, but you know it's not a wash. It's opening a Black Lotus. I guess that's some redemption. Also, because the power went out, apparently that reset all of my settings on Magic Online because it like cut off while I was playing a match. It reset all my keybinds, reset all the card sizing stuff, everything. So I guess I will keep them a little bigger just because I have the room. Do it like that maybe. I don't know. I guess that's where it was already. I mean, yeah, we're taking Black Lotus. Not much else to say about this pack. There's a sneak attack. Dothy Voidwalker I like. If Lotus wasn't here, I would either take Voidwalker or sneak. Yeah, Lotus is great. So I take. Alright, pack or two, or pick two rather. Pretty lousy pack, although there's a polluted Delta. I think I'll just take that. Didn't see that one at first. Yeah, I'll just snag a Delta. Delta's a great fetch. Fetches in general are good. The rest of this pack is poopy. Evora's fine. Shredder's fine. Sedgemore Witch. It does have Chain of Smog combo in the cube. But whatever. Take a Delta and move on. Okay. Speaking of Chain of Smog, there's another creature combo aspect of it. A little bit better than the Witch because it drains them immediately. Doesn't just put out tokens to win the following turn. But it is a second color compared to just the mono black Witch. We're not taking that, so I'll stop talking about it. But there's a few green cards here. Tarmogoyf's cool. Eternal Witness. I don't think taking a Planisphere is great here. I think Steam Vents is fine. I mean, we have a Delta to go get it and start out with some good fixing for some kind of Grixis thing. Could end up being like Breach, Brain Freeze. I mean, I think Witness could be good because I like Lotus and green decks, but I think I just take Steam Vents, and if I wheel a bunch of green cards, maybe I'll end up dipping into green too, but I think just taking two solid lands to start with for two packs that were pretty bad. It's a fine place to be. Now we get Occult Epiphany or Kolaghan's Command, seems like the options. Mishra's Bauble pretty good too. Um, hmm. Let's see. Yeah, I think I like Epiphany. It's a solid one. Now we get Wasteland, Spell Pierce, Catacombs, Saheeli Otawara, all fine. I mean, Verdant's good. It's a fetch. End up like Sultai something. But I think Spell Pierce is worth taking. It's not like a late Spell Pierce by any means, but you know, the fact that there's still a Spell Pierce Otawara means that maybe blue is somewhat open. It's kind of hard to tell. But I'll take the Pierce. Passing a fetch. Now we get a Blood Crypt, more Grixis fixing. There's a Reprieve, Consider, Plagon. I think Plagon's pretty solid for what it is. But there's also Pyrogoyf. You already have some decent red fixing for the Steam Vents Delta. Pyrogoyf's pretty strong. I think I take that over Blood Crypt. Reprieve. Both pretty solid, but yeah, I don't mind going into a second color here. Alright, now we get Tameo, Time Spiral, Soul Guide, Taiga. Take Tameo. I mean, Time Spiral could be good with like a Lotus deck if we're trying to storm with something. I'll take Tameo. I don't know. I've just got a feeling it might be good. Get back Lotus or whatever. Now we got Xander's Lounge, Recurring Nightmare, Malcolm, Sunken Ruins. Xander's Lounge could be fine, but like I don't even have any black cards yet. I think I'd rather just take a Malcolm. Titania, Green Suns on the wheel. Somebody took Eternal Witness. This could be a decent Iconoclast deck. But I'm also a big fan of Chromatic Star. So I think I'll just take that. Ledger Shredder, sure. Take that over. I mean, Talisman fixes for Tameo, I guess. But I like Shredder. Looks like we're maybe going to end up more tempo-y. Planisphere. Goyf, Candelabra. Yeah, take a Planisphere. Might end up with more spells. Borrower, pretty good. I think I like that more than the Show Off. It's kind of more of a spell first. Tezzeret or Saheeli? Tezzeret finds Lotus. Saheeli's maybe more likely to be played, but I'm going to grab Tezzeret. Pented Prism, Consider. I like a cantrip that puts stuff in the yard over Pented. It's good with Goyf. Just I mean, Pented Prism being 2 mana to 1 is not a big deal because it like adds mana later, but still, just consider being cheaper for Planisphere, Shredder. It's pretty good. Okay, once again, not a great pack, at least for what we're doing. But got a couple of lands I could take. Badlands, Thundering Falls. I only have the one red card. It is a good one, but I already have Steam Vents. So I could take Forensic Gadgeteer, and if I get like Basalt Monolith, be solid. Could also just take like Magda, Chrome Mox, Relic. Skydiver is also pretty good. I don't know, maybe Chrome Mox is the best card here. Might end up wheeling one of these three. Yeah, let's take Chrome Mox. It's pretty good with the spell matters thing, or like the double spell thing. Ledger Shredder. Now we have Hull Breacher, Confidant, Urtai, Misty, Flash. I think I could probably take Flash. It's still early enough that I can find some targets. I mean, if I take Hull Breacher is obviously better, like on its own, just preventing your opponent from drawing cards. But Flash has a little bit higher upside, and we both, for both of these cards, we need to find something else, right? We need to find draw sevens for Hull Breacher. We need to find big creatures for Flash. So I also think the big creatures you try to go for with Flash are less in demand than the draw sevens. So yeah, let's grab Flash. Stop talking about it. Sensei's Divining Top, also very good. All right, so now I think I take Atraxa for the Flash. Lightning Bolt would be nice. Mastermind would also be nice for more just blue-red tempo. But I think I take Atraxa. I passed up on Sneak Attack in pack 1. But wait, was the Through the Breach in that first pack? I don't even remember now. I want to say pack 1 had a Through the Breach in it, but could have been last pack. All right, now we get a Saga. We have a Black Lotus. We have a Chrome Mox, Chromatic Star. So not a ton of artifacts, but we do have a few things to get with the Saga once it pops off. So I think it's worth taking over Thundertrap Trainer and pretty much nothing else. I guess Torstone Flash is decent. Might even wheel that though. I don't know. I like Saga a little bit more. Oracle, Jewel, Time Warp Plunderer, Flame of Unor. So this makes a wizard. I don't know if it's a bird advisor. Okay. Malcolm is a siren. Also messed up the zoom. It doesn't zoom anymore. That's cool. Great. Yeah, take a flame, I guess. Ooh, Volcanic Island. I do already have a Steam Vents. Could take Underworld Breach. Hope to get a Brain Freeze. We have Lotus already. Yeah, seems good. Tursa. Brainstorm, Dismember. Proving Ground. Dismember is pretty good. I don't really have much interaction. Brainstorm's also solid. But I think I'd rather have Dismember. Emery. This pack's kind of bad for me. I'll take Emery. I don't think I'm gonna play it at the end, but there it is. There's the through the breach. So I guess I'll take that for Atraxa. To have another thing to get that out. Passing Gadgeteer, Skydiver, but I think both of those could potentially be good. Skydiver probably a little bit more, unless we get the Sensei's top back. Gadgeteer is really good with top, but I'm gonna take the through the breach. Chainsaw, Roggen, Triome, Urtai. I think Chainsaw is decent. Also Manamorphose. If I wanted to play Tamiya, maybe. I'm gonna take Chainsaw. Thought Scour Wield, Memory Jar, Carnage Interpreter. Take Thought Scour. If we end up breaching, it's pretty good. Trainer, sure. Trainer's good. Phoenix. Dark Depths, Cannoneer, whatever. Okay. Would love to get a Brain Freeze. Probably not playing the Tamio right now unless we get some random green sources. We have Chromatic Star. Black Lotus, I guess. If we see Displacer Kitten, we do have the Lotus Tamio Displacer Kitten combo. Oh, no Displacer Kitten, but we do have 2 pieces of power here. And a Demonic Tutor. Stacked all the good cards in the last pack here. I'd love to have a Ragavan too. Yeah, I mean, I think it's Mox. Yeah, Mox is great, especially with Saga. Hate to pass Ancestral here, it'd be great, but I don't think I can justify passing Mox for it. Especially with how many playables we already have. Taking a thing that basically can be counted as a land slot is also really good. I think Sapphire's just better. Drain now. Pretty great. There's Ballista if we had the like Gadgeteer combo, but you just take the Drain. Yep. It's been a while since I played with Mana Drain. There's the Brain Freeze. Alright. This is turning into quite the deck here. Take the freeze. I mean, I don't... We did wheel some blue stuff. There's a chance we wheel Snapcaster, but it's like the only blue card left. So, I kind of doubt it, but happily take the freeze. Now we probably get Thought Scour back in here. It's a nice little substitute Brain Freeze until we find it. Ooh, Malevolent Rumble is very good with Underworld Breach. We just need to find a green land or two. Or else I could just take Mystical Tutor, Kitsa, or Dragon's Rage Channeler. I'll be fine. You don't have to work too hard for the green source. It would let us play Tameo, which is also pretty good with Breach. Yeah, this is kind of a tough one. Kind of want to take Mystical Tutor, but I think Chandler's actually pretty solid here. I like having just a good red-blue tempo list that also has Brain Freeze Breach combo in it, as opposed to like going too hard in the Breach plan. I think having 2 avenues to win is pretty good. Now we get Consult, Pyro, Urza. I think it's Consult. Pyro's pretty good though. Like making sure we don't just die to some aggro thing before we can breach. There's Urza though too. Urza's pretty great. We have a solid number of artifacts. Not a ton, but I think it's probably still worth taking over Consult. Now we get a Mystic Confluence, Urza's Bauble, and a Jace. There's Water Grave too, but I don't really need that. Jace is pretty good. Mystic Confluence is really strong, but it's 5 mana. I think I'd rather just have Jace. I would like to have Bobble too, but I'm going to go with Jace. Oh, now we get Lion's Eye Diamond. This is great. I mean, I'd play Iteration for sure. This actually isn't a bad outcome deck. It's maybe a little bit short on stuff. Yeah, LED's perfect. Treasure Cruise, Brain Surge, Ghost Vacuum. I mean, this could be a pretty good Treasure Cruise list. I don't usually like Treasure Cruise and Breach because you kind of want all your stuff from the yard. But I do have a lot of things that can go to the yard. Maybe just Brain Surge, but I also just have a ton of playables already, so maybe I just take a sideboard Ghost Vacuum. City of Traders, Mind Stone. I'm going to take a Fire Covenant for the board. I could play some black if I need to. With the Polluted Delta and Chromatic Star, Lotus. I don't think I want City of Traders. Galvanic Blast, Walking Ballista. Probably not on Gush. I mean, we have a decent number of artifacts. I think Galvanic Blast would be fine. It's a decent Ballista deck too, though, especially for playing Tezzeret. Yeah, sure. Retrofitter? Yeah, it's good with Urza. It's good with Saga. Yeah, sure. We have way too many playables. Build the Consult, nice. Give me some weird cuts. I might actually just cut Flash Atraxa. I don't know if that's... Maybe that's wrong. Now I have Breach. I should keep it in. Because I mean, pretty decent odds that like if I get to Flash Atraxa or Breach Atraxa, it just finds the full Underworld Breach combo. If I don't already have it. Landscape is actually potentially a good land. It's blue-red, plus if I want to play green for Tameo at some point. Okay, this is a very good deck. We got Black Lotus, Mox, Lion's Eye to go with our Saga Underworld Breach Brain Freeze combo. Now we need to make significant cuts here. So we essentially have 5 lands. Then we have Chrome Mox and Lotus. Lion's Eye doesn't really count as much as Lotus in terms of like playing stuff. It's more like a combo card than an actual thing to accelerate out. That's 5. So we're only sitting at like 8 lands right now. I have to make like 9 cuts. Maybe just 8 cuts. So let's see. What's up, Gosu? So we got Atraxa, Breach, Flash. As a sort of 3-card pile here. It's not something that I need to play. Maybe this deck is good enough that I just don't want to have any potential for dead cards. I mean, not that I have 0, like I could still draw Brain Freeze when it's not viable, but I think there's maybe an argument to just not play Breach Flash. Because like playing 2 cards that don't do anything unless I have Atraxa, which is only obviously 1 card, just a little risky. I would have liked to have gotten like a 1 or 2 more Flash things to make it good. And Kappa Cannoneer is actually not a 0. We ended up with a lot more artifacts after pack 3. So Plansphere is kind of a creature. Do I want to play Tezzeret? It finds Lotus or Lion's Eye. And beyond that, it untaps Retrofitter, untaps Mox, Chrome Mox. Yeah, is it worth playing it as a Black Lotus tutor? Maybe. I could probably cut Chainsaw. Emery I like, I just don't love the idea of playing it when I don't have Breach in hand already. Like, milling Breach is kind of bad. I don't have any shuffle effects. But letting me play, like, let me like replay Lotus is pretty good. Lotus Chromatic Star. Feels like it's not quite worth it though. Got enough other stuff going on. Thunder Trap seems good. Storming, yep. We're storming. Got Dismember. I assume Thunder Trap is a rare, or not a rare, wizard. Yeah, it's a wizard. Dragon's Rage is a shaman. Jace has got to be a wizard, yeah. So I have 1, 2, 3. Only 3 wizards. Is Urza a wizard? He's an artificer. So only 3 wizards. I think Flame can probably go. It is removal for big stuff and potential just card draw, but kind of clunky card draw. You think paradoxical outcome? I don't think so. Can bounce like LED Lotus, Chrome Mox, Sapphire, but like bouncing Chrome Mox is kind of bad. Could bounce like Chromatic Star Founder too, but I just don't think I have quite enough to really want to play it. I have so many other playables I think are better. Might cut Ballista, at least for the board. I'm kind of cutting all my removal, but I think this deck can just kind of win fast enough. I don't really need to have much removal. I don't think I need Phoenix. Like 2 more cuts, 1 more cut. One thing I like about Ballista is whenever we need it, we can tutor it with Tezzeret. It's not something you can really saga for, because that puts it into play, but Tezzeret puts it in your hand, so you can search that up and then play it for 4 or something. It also puts counters on it every turn if you want to keep it around. Like if you go, Ballista on 2, Tezzeret on 3, put a counter on it, ping something. It's kind of good for that. I'd say most of the time Tezzeret's going to go get Lotus, but it is nice to have that option. And then now I think I probably just cut one of these 2-drop creatures like Shredder or Malcolm. Not sure which one I would rather have. Probably Shredder just because it's a little more defensive. And I think I'd play 16. Pretty low curve. A lot of card draw. Yeah. Alright. Let's go with this. I think 2 swamps for my Dismember? No. 1 mountain. 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 12. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Go like that. Oh wait, it also took so it took the lands I like when everything reset. Usually go with Odyssey lands. I could mix it up. I like Odyssey. There we go. Alright, let's jam. This deck is very good. Only place it's really lacking is like fixing, but whatever. Hopefully we just draw the right lands. Hand looks great. Turn 2, Planisphere. Turn 3, go Jace Star. Oh, opponents got moves too. Soul Ring into Talisman. Yikes. Alright. Well, this deck's capable of ramping also, but don't currently have any of that in hand. They're playing green though, so maybe the worst thing we face is like a Questing Beast next turn. Maybe Titania. I don't know. We shall see. Tezzeret. Not the best draw, not the worst draw. We can go get Lotus with it if we want. But first things first, let's Planisphere. Surveil. Borrower, yeah, I can bin that, I think. It's not like they're using Lotus, so bouncing whatever they play doesn't matter that much. They can just replay it. I think I just want lands. Put a creature in the yard, attack for 1. I guess they could have a Spell Pierce. If they counter it, that's already 2 types for Channeler. I already have Artifact covered next turn, but... What do you got? You know, like a Swords for Dragon's Rage? Are you on the toilet? What's happening? There we go. Get a 1/1. Attack. Alright, if I draw land, I think I play Tezzeret. Go get Lotus, play Lotus, trigger my stuff. I could go Jace Star, but I think playing Tezzeret and getting that going is a little bit better. But I do have to draw land first. If I don't draw land, I'll just play Star, crack it, try to play Jace after I draw land. They go Mightstone, Weakstone, kill Channeler, kill Hero, draw 2 cards, kill Channeler. Okay, fair enough. Into another artifact, or not. So green-blue could be Time Walk shenanigans. Mana drain. Not the best. I could just Jace, but let's go Star. And we'll go ahead and crack it for blue. Please give me a land, I mean. Land or Lotus. Land is great. I can't keep up mana drain. So just play the Jace. Alright. Please don't kill me. If they're playing an artifact, they have 8 mana potentially. Oh god. Is this a battle sphere? Okay. Yeah, it's a big boy. It doesn't really matter if we end up finding breach combo, but we're quite a ways away from that, having none of the 3 pieces. Sapphire, not a bad draw necessarily. It's a non-creature land spell thing to trigger this. But, let's see. Goyf is a 3/4 right now. I could flip Jace. Don't really have anything to replay out of the yard. I could Tezzeret for Lotus. And then play Pyroglyph. I guess I start with Jace. Urza's Saga. I mean, that would put an enchantment in the yard for Goyf. Doesn't really change things. I guess I could block the Battlesphere a little better. I think I'd rather just play the Saga, though. Do I bin the Pyroglyph? Yeah, I think I actually just bin the Pyroglyph. Play Saga. Yeah, tough moves indeed. I mean, we're going to take a lot of damage next turn. I can chump if I want. Wow, Force of Vigor before I have the ability to tap it for mana. I mean, I think I have to drain this. Unfortunately, don't get to play Tezzeret. Well, I guess I can play it, but just after Sapphire. Alright. Drain that. I get 4 colorless on my next main phase, so I guess I could just wait. Play Tezzeret then. I'm not attacking. So, yeah, let's just do that. Is this a retrofitter play? No. I mean, it chumps, but I think I just get Lotus and hope to get Breach stuff. No, that doesn't really make sense either. Ballista. I can Ballista for 2. Shoot a Myrrh. Block, shoot another one. Can this? Yeah, it deals X to the Planeswalker. Okay. So I can't really save Tezzeret. Let's just get Retrofitter. This makes the hero 6/6, makes Tezzeret up to 3. Alright, man, I did a lot of stuff, but I feel like I'm still kind of in trouble here. I have some big Saga tokens, though. Karn. Okay. Make a big construct if they want. Can trade with Battlesphere here if they attack, which I assume they will. Where are they going? Jace? You wouldn't want to kill Tezzeret? Hmm. That's odd. I'll trade. Hero token for Battlesphere. Seems good. Alright. Make a big body. Draw an island. Okay. I have enough loyalty on Tezzeret now to go get Lotus or Ballista. Getting Ballista's pretty tempting. Let's see. I could play it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then I don't get the Saga token. Should probably still go get it though. Or just untap Foundry. I could pay 2, that, untap. Let's just go get it while the Tezzeret's still alive. Can actually target one of the 1/1s. I'm gonna jump this anyway. 1, 2 for that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, sure. Not gonna play it yet. They can make another big construct, or they can plus card and start getting some cards. I'm gonna get Saga token this turn, Saga token next turn, plus a Foundry thing. Uh-oh, this could be bad. Okay. Gotta put on my gamer glasses for this. Forensic Metamorph, or Forensic. I mixed the two cards. Phyrexian Metamorph. Forensic Metamorph is a totally different card. Alright, what are we copying? Let's make another construct, sure. They're big. I'll give you that. Attacking just the construct at me. Okay. I block. I sack. I pump. So now I can kill Karn with that. Since it's in the air. Do have a lot of 11/11s to deal with. But we'll see what we can do. Drop Brain Freeze, okay. So I can go get Lotus, and then if I somehow find Breach, can maybe do some work. Could Ultimate Tezzeret eventually, but I don't even know if that's very good. Hmm. Yeah, let's just do this for a bunch. I can shoot some of these Myrrh, shrink their constructs down. Shrink a random one. Attack Karn. Knock that down. And then I think I just put a counter on the Ballista. And then I can sack the Thopter for 4/4 next turn. Just have to hope they don't have Assault Monolith plus a big thing. Crack the Clue, I assume. Doing this pre-combat. Oh no, they're playing something else. Massive. It's not good for me. What do you got? Something blue? Something green? Oh, Memory Jar. Okay. Alright, I mean, depending on what they draw here, I should maybe kill Gadgeteer, but kind of feel like I have to kill these mirror tokens so I don't die to the constructs. Okay, they're getting in there. Let's see. Can ping 3 things, shrink them down. 10 tens. Block. I have to do this anyway. They're going at the Planeswalkers. Okay. That one's at Jace, these two at Tezzeret. I kind of don't really care about that too much. This one's going at Jace. I kind of just want to block these and let Jace die. Or I could just chump. Yeah, I guess I'll just give up on the Ballista, keep my Planeswalkers. I think Ballista is really solid with Tezzeret. But after I kill all these, it's not really going to do that much. Okay, so 11, ping that down. 7, but this will go away, so it'll be 6. One of these will go away, so it'll be 5. This will be 4, it'll be 9. That'll be 7. Okay, so I guess... No, I think I still want to block this one, because then if they crack clues and crack jar, they might die. Okay, go like that. I don't know. Maybe I should have blocked one construct on there, but whatever. If they memory jar into something like a basalt monolith, I could have also just killed the gadget here, I guess. Maybe that was safer. I probably should have done that. Get a bunch of lands and some cantrips. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I might get punished here. If they just hit like assault into top or something. Oh, it's just an Oko, sure. Sure. I mean, I'm glad I didn't draw a breach in this hand, I guess. Just a bunch of kind of randos. They elk the retrofitter. And that's all they got. Okay. Discard a bunch of lands, lose focus, natural order. I draw island. I think I flashback spell, or not spell pierce, consider. I don't think I equip. I mean, I could threaten to kill Oko. I think I just want my mana. Let's consider. Consult. Sure. Just cast it for 2. Get the breach. And that should be enough. I need to hurry up. I only got 10 more minutes. This is just game 1. They could have an Eldrazi, I guess. We have Emery, Time Warp. No Emmy, please. I assume that's game. GG. 9 minutes. Kinda can't go to a game 3 here, so try to win this one. Don't really have much of a board. I have like Chainsaw I could bring in. Ghost Vacuum. I didn't actually look. I actually look at the graveyard. I was trying to click, but I guess Ghost Vacuum maybe. They're green blue, so I didn't actually see if they had like Time Walk or something. Woodfall Primus, Primeval Titan, Beseiju, Epiphany. Okay, they do have top. Emery. Yeah, maybe Ghost Vacuum is worth playing. We have Saga and Tezzeret to go find it. Tezzeret was much better that game than I thought it was going to be in this deck. Like I thought it'd be solid, but it was very good. Um, let's see. Can probably cut like Shredder for Vacuum. Although Flyers did seem pretty good against them. I don't know. Let's jam. This deck is great. Just need to not die to the clock. Keep this. Play a Noble. Yeah, lead on Retrofitter. It could get blown up by like a Pest Infestation, but they're also playing, I think, main deck Force of Vigor, so not the best for us. But I'd rather play Retrofitter turn 1 than Chromatic Star so we can go Island, hold up Mana Drain, or Foundry. Breach? Okay. Could play Ballista and kill one of these things, but whatever. I'll just drain whatever they're playing with them. Talisman, sure. Attack for 1. You have a Tidebinder? Oh, Boseiju, sure. Yeah, I'll use it. Look at a Steam Vents, make a servo. Yeah. Well, actually, maybe I do just still hold up Mana Drain. I'm tempted to kill the birds and noble, but they didn't use it to play anything last turn, so just hold up mana drain. Consider. Okay. Spell Pierce. Nah, that can go. Draw Tezzeret. Bunch of mana. Okay. Start with a Tezzeret. I think I just go get Lotus and play a big Walking Ballista. I have Lotus in the yard for Breach. We got Ghost Vacuum for any graveyard shenanigans. Big play. Got Mightstone, Weakstone. Okay. Probably going to draw 2 cards, I assume. They could kill Ballista, I guess. Maybe they do that. Yeah. All right. You got him. And probably should have cracked Delta first, a thin, but whatever. Planisphere. Part of me wants to breach, but I don't think I have enough here. Just wait. I think breaching next turn might be good. Just play like Lotus Foundry. But I do kind of just want to wait till I get Brain Freeze. I'm not under any pressure yet. Well, I mean, if they memory jar a Brain Freeze, I don't mind that. It goes to the yard, and then I get to breach. Dismember. Do this because it grows the thing, puts another mana source in play. This is the same amount of damage, except this happens before combat. Should maybe just breach, but like I said, there's just no pressure. They're probably going to crack jar at some point. I don't know. I don't think getting a boundary out is going to increase the clock enough for it to be really worth it. Rather just hold the breach, hope to draw rain freeze. Or if they crack jar, I draw it in that hand, put it in the yard, and win that way. I mean, they could have like endurance, they could have force of vigor to kind of mess with me. Sentinel, sure. Yeah, I'll kill it. Buff the hero. So now they don't get to explore. Can also ghost vacuum eventually. Dragon's Rage, Channeler. Trigger Tezzeret. Actually, put that on top. Alright. They're dead next turn. They're forced to jar here pretty much. But I'm not going to respond with Lion's Eye because then I lose my Underworld Breach. I guess this is kind of a risk because if they have a way to like recur jar and replay, maybe they can like mail me out somehow. So I don't draw Brain Freeze. Okay, Cobra. I mean, they have Gadgeteer. I assume they had Basalt Monolith. I didn't actually look at their milled cards, but I assume they have it. So I could definitely go off here. Natural Order, sure. We have Atraxa. Woodfall Primus. Sure. What else? If they have Endurance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still lethal. Alright, GG. Nice. I had the breach win there. I mean, it could breach, Thought Scour, mill to brain freeze. Brain freeze him out. But also just had lethal with good old combat damage, so. Yeah. This deck is sweet. Match was long, but it never felt like I was really in trouble losing. So I guess that's good. She need to maybe play a little quicker. I have a habit of I try really hard to like maximize every little efficiency when it comes to like, oh, tapping the right land and playing the thing here, and oh, exiling the right thing when I'm breaching, which is can be good because you maybe hypothetically don't make as many mistakes, but then I'm so busy thinking about the optimal thing, I either don't do the optimal thing or I just run out of time while I'm thinking about that kind of stuff. So we have a no land Lotus hand, but we have Jace and Retrofitter. Retrofitter not so great to like jam out with no lands, but Jace is pretty good. We can loot to lands. We're also on the draw. So I think this is actually a keep. It's a little sketchy, but I think turn 1 Jace, despite not having a land, is still pretty good. Now we try Mox. Okay, still no land, but pretty solid. Okay. So I guess I would rather have Sapphire get Spell Pierced. Now I have my own Spell Pierce unlocked. Starting with double power is pretty good. I guess I go... Could just occult for a bit now. Let's play Lotus, and then I think I play Trainer first. Offspring 4. Could also Thought Scour, I guess. Nah, let's just play this. Maybe we can hit Breach. And Jace can loot us into a land. Tezzeret. That's pretty good with Retrofitter. But I'm a little ways off from playing it. I think I just take Chromatic Star. And then we can play Chromatic Star, hold up Spell Pierce. Hopefully hit a land. Nah, I'll just play Jace. Alright, go ahead. That was a lot for turn 1. Alright, might get trolled here. Looks like we are. Exhume. Okay. It's a 6/5. Pretty much unblockable. I mean, I have a Cult Epiphany. I can maybe get 1 block in. Drew land, which is good. I mean, Spell Pierce would have been nice. I got exhumed, but they started with Island, so I wasn't really too suspicious of getting exhumed. Let's go with the star, I think. I think I actually bin a land. Just to fill the yard for Jace so I can maybe flip it quicker. Not that I don't want more lands, but I think I need to flip this Jace as quickly as possible. Maybe should have left up Spell Pierce again. Not sure. I think I need to be a little bit more proactive facing down a troll. Buddy. Go to 14. So next turn I can go Retrofitter, Surveil, and then loot with Jace, flip Jace. See if they've got to follow up on the troll attack here. Okay, end of combat. What's happening? Toxic Deluge. Yep. Whoa. Oh. Okay. That's a misclick, I guess. Whoops. Drew Island, anyway. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, let's Retrofitter, Surveil. There's the Brain Freeze. I think I put it in the yard. Fit it up, and then Jace. Might actually ditch the Epiphany. Yeah, I'll ditch the Epiphany, I think. Don't really want to attack. Let's go post-combat. I don't want to attack with Channeler because I might want to block. Let's just make sure that doesn't happen. Yeah, consider graveyard, Delta. Alright, I didn't end up getting a creature to block with. I could have tapped Retrofitter, but I feel like I want to keep up Spell Pierce more. They can't really kill Jace with it. You can hit me for 4 if they want. They bitter triumph. Okay, that works. Don't really need Jace though. Really just looking for Underworld Breach. Jace of their own, okay. Consult. You have to bin that, unfortunately. Alright. Well, Dragon's Rage has to attack, so I can't block anyway. Let's just sack this for red, see if we get lucky. Draw Saga. Hold up Pierce. Play Ballista. I think I just still hold up Pierce. Really need to find Underworld Breach. I've gone through over half my deck. Alright, I'll pierce that. They can still Jace and flip. But I don't think I'm dead. I get another Surveil here. Bin that. I mean, obviously still have a lot of lands in the deck, but Breach is there somewhere. It's gotta be. Alright, Flipperooski on Jace. They can replay Bitter Triumph if they have a swamp. Otherwise, they just shrink the Dragon's Rage, I guess. Hit me down to 3. Alright, it's Breach or nothing here, pretty much. Urza and his Saga. Alright, and I guess that makes enough blockers for Troll. They can replay a removal spell or Toxic. Yeah, I guess them replaying Toxic is probably GG. So what do I have to do now? I would have to knock Jace down, but Dragon's Rage is a 1-3. So it's just not enough. Can I spin with Urza? 2, 3, 4, no. Hmm. 1, 2. Man, I'm so close. Could attack Jace and then ping it down to 3, but they still have enough to... I guess I would lose my Ballista. Whatever. They just flashback deluge. Hit it for 4. Sucks that I have 4 toughness things and they're just 5 toughness troll. But I guess if they go for 4, I can just ping the troll, right? But they don't have to go for 4. They can just go for 2 and then still have enough. Yeah, they go for 2. GG. Man, what a close one. Definitely had some... Alright, I mean, he didn't need to do that. I can't block, so... That's cool, though. Sweet. Alright, well, I mean, obviously my opponent misplayed their Toxic Deluge earlier in the game, so I shouldn't have even really been in that game. But to be honest, like, my creatures stay... Well, I guess I get to surveil a few times, so, yeah, whatever. I was going to lose either way. So, Ghost Vacuum comes in again. Nothing else, really. I mean, I looked at 25 cards and just never found Breach. It happens. Could probably just cut like Thought Scour or something. Sure. Opponent mauls to 6. I think I still just get Island. LED. Alright, Shredder. Lion's Eyes, Connive. Almost said Surveil, not quite. Alright, there's the Breach. Just need the Brain Freeze now. Yeah, ditch a land, I guess. Collective Brutality. Oh, Bitter Triumph, sure. That is totally fine. Draw an island. I could crack the fetch in case of Tidebinder, I guess. Not much of a reason not to, I guess, but I think they're just going to recur in a tally here, it looks like. Barrow Goyf. Okay. A Goyf for a Goyf. Unfortunately, Goyfs can't, like, Power Goyf can never really kill another Goyf, unless it's the Necro Goyf, the little one that only counts their graveyard. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Yeah. Unfortunately, can't play that this turn. I can play an Urza. Pass the turn. Probably just jump with the construct, I assume. Would appreciate it if they did not recur in Italy. What's funny is like if they recur Italy and hit Brain Freeze and they just don't cast it, I just lose out on the combo. Brainstorming. Decent chance they hit recursion here. If it's Exhume, at least I get my Shredder back for whatever that's worth. But it's like Anime Dead, Necromancy, whatever. Death, yep. They lose 7, but that doesn't really matter. Troll, Dismember. Wow. Pretty good. I mean, I imagine there are better spells, better creatures in their deck, but that's pretty sick. Get to kill my Urza. Wow, that was solid. Alright, let's jump. Need to hit Brain Freeze here. Jeez. I'm not completely dead next turn. Unfortunately, Goyf doesn't kill anything. Once I get an artifact in the yard, it might. Dang. Alright, let's play Dragon's Rage, Jace. We're going to try to just chump the Barrowgoyf with Dragon's Rage. And then loot with Jace. They have Entomb. Entomb Atraxa, okay. Last card's Exhume. I'd get Urza back at least. Kite. Oh my god. I mean, I have Pyroglyph to kill it, but I just don't have time for that. Wow. Yeah, it's probably game. What a draw. I might just not block. Go to 2. Because what does blocking actually do for me? I go to 6 instead, but then I don't have Channeler. I'm just dead to everything anyway. Yeah, just go to 2. I died of Collector Brutality, I guess. They get to get a thing. I don't have any other removal in my deck. I have like Brazen Borrower. I guess I have Brazen Borrower, yeah. They get Voidwalker. They have a Swamp. If they have a Swamp, this is just insane. Their last card in hand is Swamp. Wow. Even Bone Shards. Pretty sick. So they could have just sacked a creature to do that, I guess. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Okay, so I have to hit. If Brain Freeze is my top card, I could still win. Because I go land, hold control, Goif. Hit for 5 on Kite Sail. Alright, Brain Freeze on top. Dang. Okay. Lion's Eye. Surveil. Graveyard. Blue. Oh shit. I may have messed up by not going to post combat. I think I just go for it here. Just go Lion's Eye again. What if I Urza? Shredder, no. Chase, no. Ballista. Yeah, it's just LED again. It's gonna be like the last one. Wow. Yeah, we flopped. Damn. Well, good news is Dragon's Rage Chandler doesn't have to attack. So there's that. Damn. Okay. GG. Shit, I was really hoping this deck would trophy, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. I mean, I looked at half my deck, over half my deck in game one. Just didn't find the combo. That's the way it goes. Yeah, played it decent. I don't know. Feel like I maybe made a mistake or two in there, but sometimes it just doesn't go your way. I mean, this deck is awesome, and the fact that it doesn't trophy is like, I mean, I think it's reasonable to say it's a surprise this didn't trophy. I mean, it's got pretty much everything you'd want. I would replace. I mean, if you replaced like Ledger Shredder with a with like a mana leak, it would be better. Of course, you could pick and choose things to make it better, maybe, but it's pretty close to like the ideal breach deck. We're just not like that match. We just didn't draw the combo. Wasn't for lack of trying. What's funny there too is like them taking breach. I guess no. Well, no, it didn't. It didn't make it better because I still could have just cast breach. Yeah, I had to spend 4 more mana, so didn't make it better certainly. But being able to sack Lion's Eye while breach wasn't in hand was actually relevant. Yep, to keep. This hand digs pretty quick. Uh-oh. I don't think I really mind a Thoughtseize effect. Swamp Expedition map. You don't usually see that. Chromatic Star. Alright. Yeah. Let's go Foundry. Jace. Yeah, Jace is pretty good. I think since Jace is on top, I get one more Surveil, but I'm just going to play Chromatic Star. Because that only wastes one Surveil. If I play Consider, it kind of wastes multiple. Walking Ballista for 1. Sure. Dragon's Rage is down. Jace. Hey, buddy. You hungry? Black-White Urza's Saga. Okay. Lava Spur Boots. Okay. Interesting. Gonna crack your expedition map. Draw a Saga of our own. I could flip Jace now with Landscape. I could also do a Star. Star being an artifact for Saga is kind of relevant, maybe. Should be able to double up on Thundertrap Trainer eventually with like Lotus off the Saga. Brain Freeze is the draw. Salute. Lion's Eye. Okay. Could just discard the Lion's Eye. I also don't really need this land. They have Lava Spur to give haste, but let's just go ahead and play Consider. Dig a little bit. Spin a land, draw a land. Just make a servo. And I think I passed. I don't think I'm supposed to play LED. Could be relevant for Storm next turn. I don't know, maybe I should have actually saved the Jace. Because I could put together a few spells here, and then if I could Jace back the Brain Freeze, I could just mill them out the old-fashioned way, but they do have quite a few cards still. I'd have to Storm for a bit. I'd have to Storm for like 9. I don't know if I could do that. It'd be like LED trainer, maybe hit something for 3 and then do it again, like more like 7. I don't think it'd quite be enough. Looks like they're just gonna saga token here. Thought Scour. Could Thunder Trap, but I have Foundry Saga to use, so just wait. Maybe I should. I guess I should play Lion's Eye now, just for the artifact bonus. Make sure mine's bigger than theirs, if you know what I mean. They're black-white, so a decent chance they have removal here for my token. I can equip the new one, give haste. But I've got jumpers and a large one of my own. Ah, okay. I assume they blow up the saga. Yeah. That would make the most sense. I'll just make another servo. Cult Epiphany. Hmm. I could occult for 3. No, that doesn't work. I was gonna say I could occult for 3 and then sack Lion's Eye while it's on the stack, but then I just discard everything. Probably supposed to just pass. Not really scared of curtains too much. I think I still shrink it though if they want to flip it. The menace is maybe a problem. Yeah, let's just pass. Got Foundry, got Epiphany. Sword's the big guy. Okay. Could make a token to gain an extra life. I think I just wait. Carnage Interpreter, okay. So they're gonna get a lot more artifacts here. Make some 8/8s. Equip and give haste. Sure. A lot of damage. Let's see. I think I occult for 2. And I use Retrofitter to sack a servo after I jump. See who's attacking Jace here. Constructs at me, Interpreter at Jace, so they don't think I'm going to block Jace, or save Jace. I don't think I will. I mean, I'm not super inclined to keep it. Tagging with Lauren also. Jace. Jace. Oh, definitely not blocking now. This is actually pretty good for me, I think. Let's go for 2. I mean, I could save Jace, I guess. I have 4 blockers. Double there, jump there, take 8. Yeah, I guess taking 8's fine. Sure. Breach, mana drain. Well, not the best, not the worst. I got borrower, can bounce one of the constructs. Hmm. Can't really shrink the interpreter because it costs some mana to do that. I guess they'll just shrink the curtains because they're bound to flip it. Oh, I guess they could draw some cards, but that shrinks their guys. Hmm. Yeah, let's pass. Could attack, I guess. But I think I'd rather block and sack rather than attack, sack, and then block. Play land. We're going to flip the curtains first. They didn't draw anything, so I don't mind if they take mana drain. Petty theft that. Doesn't matter if they take brain freeze. They might, I guess, I don't know, maybe they won't take anything. Wow. They, they take Thundertrap Trainer and give me Breach. Nice. Wow. Hmm. I'll let Jace. I can't save it anyway, so I guess that's fine. No blocks, and I'll wait to see what they do, see if they draw a card. They don't. Okay, let's just make a servo. Just breach it up. Oh, I got milled Black Lotus. I guess I could have just done that. Oh well. All right, GG. I saw the writing on the wall. Eagles, bobble, bobble. Thoughtseize. Voidwalker's annoying. Might have to bring in Chainsaw for that. Swords. Okay. They have a lot of creature removal, which is good for me. But they also have Voidwalker Thoughtseize. It's not great. See what we can do though. Not sure if Ghost Vacuum is actually good against them. Jed's tearing up the bed. Hey, cut that out. Yeah, I think I bring in Chainsaw. It's not the best. I mean, maybe Flame is better. Yeah, maybe Flame's just better. Hmm. Thought Scour's kind of felt the weakest here. Chromatic Star. Drain. Yeah, seems fine. I could play Star first so that. Yeah, I should probably play Star first because then I can hold up Mana Drain with Mountain Island. So I really need to be able to counter. They didn't have Thoughtseize. I guess they could still have Voidwalker turn 2. It'd be bad for me. But yeah, I'm gonna go Star. No way, they sniped the Mana Drain. Wow. Alright. Now they know about Mana Drain. Yikes. You have Thoughtseize. Oh, Cecil, sure. Cecil's fine. That's funny. Oh, they missed a land. Okay. I mean, they probably have removal, right? I think I just pass. Probably dismember the Cecil. Or, well, no, I could just consider not worry about the Cecil right now. I need to probably save it for Voidwalker if they have it. I have Goyf eventually. Got Steam Vents. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just do it. Go to 14. Okay, just be patient here. Because they know Voidwalker is really good against me, so if they're just waiting on another black source because they have Voidwalker in hand, I need to be able to counter it. I have Goyf for it eventually. So I guess maybe I could have played Jace. But whatever. Sure. I accept. Spell Pierce. Okay, now I have Mana Drain up. Even if they try to kill it before I get the Construct. And if they let me get the Construct, I also have Spell Pierce. Um, got Drain up. GG. Alright, at least we got the 2-1. Disappointed that that deck didn't trophy for sure. But yeah, it happens. Sometimes even the great ones fall short. Just don't draw the right stuff. Um, yeah, I mean, like I've said it too many times this draft, but this is like the ideal breach deck. Can't ask for much more than this. Tezzeret was cool. I think it's really solid um, in this kind of deck. Ended up having a really good Saga package. I think we got most of those in pack 3. Most of the help. When we picked it, I think all I had was like Lotus and maybe Chromatic Star. And then I think we picked up pretty much everything else in pack 3 in terms of artifacts. But yeah, Tezzeret was solid. Goyf didn't see much action, but could have been good. Thought Scour didn't really do anything. It was kind of dead because we didn't want to mill Underworld Breach. It just happened to be how our draws went. But if they went the other way, where like you end up with Breach in your hand and Thought Scour, there are a lot of cases where you want to jam the Thought Scour, and then you can set up a turn where you can just Breach and then Thought Scour a few times into the Brain Freeze. Just our draw didn't really line up that way, so it looked like it was kind of bad. But yeah, barring the record, this was the best Breach experience, I think. Just needed. I mean, if you swap like I said before, if you swap like Shredder for a counter and maybe like Planisphere for a counter, because this deck it could win with damage, but Planisphere is more like a blue-red tempo spells, like getting you with damage kind of deck. It may have even been correct to just like play Chainsaw or Flame instead of it. That probably would have made more sense, or like Malcolm. But I just thought there were so many cheap spells to play, like non-creature things, that just even growing it to be a big blocker was good. So I don't know. It's also kind of nice with Ballista. You know, you throw a Planisphere after it, like if the hero dies. My zoom is not working, but if the little job select guy dies, the wizard dies, throw it on Ballista, and then every spell you play is a damage. You can ping stuff. Anyway, I think that'll probably be it for tonight. I need to go to bed, so thanks for watching. Be plenty more Vintage Cube tomorrow. Hope to be up bright and early so we can get a good stream in. But yeah, go ahead and follow and like the stream if you're into this kind of thing. There will be more the days to come. Cube is open till 17th, and I plan on playing every day until it's up. So yeah, I'll have a good time. After that, I think I'll probably record some videos on LSV's server with those guys. I haven't tried to record one of those drafts just because it's a little tricky with the coordination, but I'll try to do that. Not going to try to stream it because it's like pod drafting. It's be kind of slow and clunky and weird, but might record those and put some up. But yeah, anyway.